Hi, I'm Sonia Kohlberg with the Oklahoman, and I'm here today with Bill and Dana Williams, and we're talking about this incredible medical experience that they had today. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for taking your time.
Well, and so Bill, you had a stroke, and what made you want to try Dr. Tobenek's treatment?
Well, because they're really, for people who have suffered a stroke, there is really no other alternative other than long treatment, physical therapy, speech therapy, that sometime you get a result and sometime you don't. Bill's been taking speech therapy for 3 years, and he's actually had a really good result. It's been wonderful. But after that, there is nothing else. And so this is a glimmer of hope to have something restored to his life that he has not had.
Yes, okay. And so what happened right after the doctor gave the injection?
It was amazing. He put him upside down for 5 minutes, and as soon as he came up, he could immediately lift up off the table, and he couldn't do that in a long time. For him to be able to roll over and get himself up was very, very difficult, and I would have to help pull him up. I mean, it would take a couple people. He could start feeling his face and feeling his arm. He hadn't had spatial awareness of his body since his stroke on the right side of his body. He couldn't feel his face inside his mouth. Just imagine your body kind of being cut off like it doesn't exist. And he started having feeling in his face and awareness of his face. He couldn't put in a 4-digit gate code before, like to get into a gated area or something. And we'd had that happen several times, and I'd have to get out of the car and put the code in. And now he can put the numbers in. We got on the phone and dialed his son. We had his cell phone fixed where he could, and it was still a little bit of a challenge for him where he could have to go down to the names and find a name and to dial that way. And he can now dial a phone. You know, now granted we have to have the number down here for him to look at. So it's, so many wonderful things have happened.
Do you have to get more injections, or?
Well, for Bill, for stroke, and this is still a learning process even for Dr. Tobenek, because he's just started doing the stroke treatment.
Burn the well.
Oh, he was the first one they treated for stroke, but he's done multitudes of patients now. But anyways, he. His thinking is with a traumatic brain injury such as a stroke or other injury, maybe a car accident, because he's treated other people as well for traumatic brain injury, that the swelling in there, once the shock goes in, he's thinking, and the swelling is reduced by use of the Enbrel, which is a very common drug that's used to relieve swelling and pain for rheumatoid arthritis, that it shouldn't have to go back and treat it again. It's just that maybe we could go back and get a little bit more reduction. It's on a very microscopic level. You know, usually after an injury there's swelling there and most of it goes down immediately, but his belief is that on a microscopic level that there can still be some reduction and get some use of that brain area.
Well, so are there any drawbacks or concerns that you have about this?
We had a little bit going in, but you know what? And I think he would tell you too, to not try it and be the way you are. And I can't even speak to how he's really was isolated in himself. And nobody else can answer that. But to not have taken the risk, it was worth the risk.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and good evening.
Good.